Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-dive in deep into a trouble code that can really throw a wrench in your driving experience. P2101, which stands for Throttle Actuator. Control motor performance. It sounds complicated, I know, but stick with me, and we'll break it down so you know exactly what is happening under your hood and how to tackle it. So, what is P2101 all about? In modern cars, you don't have a physical cable connecting your gas pedal to the engine's throttle. Instead, you have what's called a drive-by-wire system. When you press the accelerator, a sensor sends a signal to the engine control module, or ECM. The ECM then tells an electric motor, the throttle actuator, how much to open or close the throttle plate. This controls the amount of air entering your engine, which in turn controls your engine's speed. The P2101 code pops up when the ECM detects a problem with this throttle actuator motor's performance. It's not necessarily saying the motor is completely dead, but rather that it's not responding the way the ECM expects it to. The ECM commands the throttle to be at a certain position, but the actual position, reported back by a throttle position sensor, doesn't match. This disagreement triggers the code. What will you notice when driving? The symptoms can be pretty obvious. The most common one is your car going into limp mode, or reduced power mode. This is a safety feature to prevent potential uncontrolled acceleration. Your check engine light will definitely be on, and you might experience a rough idle, poor acceleration, stalling, or the engine might not even start at all. Basically, your car knows something is wrong with how it breathes, and it's trying to protect itself. Now, let's talk about the causes. What could be behind this P2101 code? The most frequent culprit is a faulty throttle body assembly itself. The electric motor inside can wear out, or the gears can get stripped or gummed up. Another common cause is wiring issues. You could have a short, an open circuit, or corrosion in the connectors leading to the throttle body. Don't overlook the simple stuff, either. A dirty throttle body, clogged with carbon buildup, can cause the throttle plate to stick, preventing it from moving freely. Less common, but still possible, is a failing ECM, although you should always rule out everything else before condemning the brain of the car. So, how do we diagnose this? First, a visual inspection is key. Check the wiring harness and connectors going to the throttle body for any signs of damage, fraying, or corrosion. Clean the connectors if they look dirty. Next, you'll want to inspect the throttle body itself. With the engine off, you can often manually move the throttle plate. Does it move smoothly, or does it stick? A good cleaning with a dedicated throttle body cleaner can sometimes work wonders, especially if you see a lot of carbon buildup. If cleaning doesn't solve it, you'll need a good diagnostic scan tool. This isn't just for reading the code. A more advanced tool can show you live data. You can command the throttle to open and close while watching the sensor data to see if it responds correctly. You can also use a multimeter to check for proper voltage and ground at the throttle body connector, following your vehicle's specific wiring diagram. This helps determine if the problem is with the wiring or the component itself. If all your tests point to a faulty throttle body, then replacement is usually the best course of action. In most cases, the motor is an integral part of the whole assembly and isn't sold separately. After replacing it, you'll likely need to perform a throttle body relearn procedure. This allows the ECM to learn the new throttle body's closed and wide open positions. Your scan tool can usually initiate this, or sometimes there's a specific manual procedure involving the ignition and accelerator pedal. Dealing with P2101 can be a bit frustrating, but with a systematic approach, you can pinpoint the problem and get your car running smoothly again. Start with the simple checks, and don't be afraid to get your hands a little dirty. That's all for our breakdown of code P2101. I hope this video helps you out. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more car repair guides. Drop any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.